Coronavirus, which has given us many new terms to learn during this pandemic. Tonight, we're taking a closer look at one of them, herd immunity. Some say we're very close to reaching it, while others say we still have a way to go. KPRC2's Jacob Rascone live in the Texas Medical Center tonight. Jacob, herd immunity would be a good sign in the fight of COVID-19, but how do we know when we get there?
We get there at about 75% of us, Dominique, having already had the vaccine or already recovered from the virus. And what it will mean is that even without safety measures like masks, like social distancing, the virus will hardly be able to spread at all. On Fox News Sunday, host Chris Wallace asked Governor Abbott if he thought Texas had reached herd immunity. After emphasizing the high percentage of seniors in the state vaccinated so far, Abbott said this.
I don't know what herd immunity is, but when you add that to the people who have acquired immunity, it looks like it could be very close to herd immunity.
Herd immunity is reached when enough of us have recovered or have been vaccinated that even without safety measures like masks and distancing, the virus can hardly spread.
It's actually a calculated number based on the infectivity of a particular virus.
Dr. Paul Klotman, president and CEO of the Baylor College of Medicine, says herd immunity for COVID-19 and its variants is about 75%.
I think we're getting close.
In Greater Houston, population just over 7 million will achieve herd immunity when about 5.4 million of us are vaccinated or recovered. So far, about 2.4 million of us in the area have contracted COVID-19, and about 1.5 million are fully vaccinated.
We need to get to 4.5 million, so we're getting close. So, if we keep up to 30,000 vaccines a day.
The Texas numbers are about the same. Just over half of everyone in the state has already been fully vaccinated or recovered. So there is some overlap in some of these numbers. They're all approximate. For example, some people who have had the virus have also had the vaccine. And the official number of people who've been infected with the virus, all studies have shown is actually the real number is much higher. For example, in Houston, it's about 4.4 times the number that is officially recorded. Reporting live at the Texas Medical Center, I'm Jacob Rascone. Dominique and Chris, back to you.